Live with Max on the patio. Hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Blaine. Hi, Wanda. Yeah, that's not a problem, Max. Not a problem at all. Hang on, I'm just going to flip this for a second. Yeah, is that right, Max? Let's see here. Let's just get this set up on the tripod, folks. That's better. Oops, hang on 1 second. You know, I'm just going to wobble for the tripod for a minute, folks. Just noticed that it was not snug. A Bok Bok Bok. A Bok Bok Bok, Max. There, now we're in the tripod, folks. We are in, and Max gave us a bok. A Bok Bok Bok. Oh, you are so awesome, Max. Yeah, there's no problem. You're a pretty cool bird. A Bok Bok Bok. A Bok Bok Bok. My goodness, we are so lucky. Max does not usually bok when we're live. Hello. If you're joining us, welcome. We're just hanging out on the patio. It's Friday afternoon. And it's a parent party, right, Max? Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm going to say hello to folks in just a minute. I saw some folks were here super early. And there's others who are joining us because we are on the patio. Lighting's a little bit odd, but you know what? It's nice and cool in the shade, right, Max? Yeah, you like the shade, don't you, buddy? Hey, Feathers. Oh, sorry, honey. Bok. A Bok Bok Bok. Max is in the mood to bok. I'm gonna let him bok. Gonna bok. A Bok Bok. A Bok Bok Bok. A Bok Bok Bok. Yeah, you're a cluckatoo. And you're the original cluckatoo. Bok Bok. My gosh, folks, this is amazing. Give us a like, give us a follow. Max is bocking his little heart out for you. Bok Bok, Max. Bok Bok. I know that was a really loud truck. I think someone was making up for something. Yeah, if you're happy new at Bok Bok Bok. A Bok Bok. Bok up in the comments if you're joining us. A Bok Bok Bok. Bok Bok. Yes, you're amazing, Max. Get another Bok Bok for me, Bok Bok. Awesome. Look at that crest up even. You're sure serving absolute cluckatoo today. Gonna get another Bok Bok Bok? Oh, you're slowing down. That was an old Bok Bok. How about a Bok Bok Bok? Oh, we're gonna change to barking at the doggos. This cockatoo speaks so many languages. He's a cluckatoo. He barks at the dogs. He roars like a dinosaur. He's got an inner eagle and an inner seagull. Not quite sure about the inner seagull, but hey, I guess we all have one, right, Max? And he also talk pretty sweetly. Yeah, Bok 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 Bok. Can I get another Bok Bok Bok? You're awesome, Max. You're awesome. A Bok Bok Bok. You've been cooped inside all day, haven't you? Yeah, you have. Did you have a good day? Were the snacks okay? No. Service just wasn't there, was it, today? You got stuck inside your cage. We're making up for it now, right, buddy? Yeah. You're pretty happy to be outside. Can I get another Bok Bok Bok? Hey, party parrot in the house? Bok Bok. Party parrot outside the house? Oh, Max, that's just awesome. You are awesome. Oh, there's some birds up there. Those look like pigeons. Do you like pigeons? Not as interesting as the dogs that you bark to, right, buddy? Oh, and there's people. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Can you say hi, Max? Oh, that's nice. Nice little wave. Are you gonna play shy? Good. Yeah. That's an Amazon delivery person. They're the ones bringing you lots of treats. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a nice wave. 1 foot up. Is he going to come back or is he doing a loop? I think he might be back. That's right, Max. That's right, Max. And make sure you say hello when he comes back, buddy. You going to say hello?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You can talk?
When he wants to, he was pretty excited to see you though.
Oh.
Hey, Max, do you want to say hello? Hello, hello. Hello. You know, he's sort of like the dancing frog on Looney Tunes when he decides not to talk when people are watching. Right, Max? Oh, I heard that, Max. Yeah. You're so pretty. So pretty. Back on the knee, hon. Bok, bok, bok. A bok, bok, bok. A bok, bok, bok. You are so happy. You are happy, Max. A bok, bok, bok. You're pretty happy. Is that my reward for taking you outside? I know. You're such a good boy. Folks, I don't... Isn't this amazing? He never bok so much. You were just serving bok today, buddy. Bok. A bok. Oh, that's amazing. Can you step on my knee and bok some more? A bok. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera, folks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oops, wrong camera. You want the bird, not me. There we go. Oh my goodness. I've just got to see who's joining us. We got so into bok. Hang on, folks. Just have to clean this off quickly. There. Oh yeah, we've got it now. Awesome. 8 minutes of straight boking, Max. That is pretty amazing. Hi, Becky. Hi, Esther. Hello, loud motorcycle. Blaine is joining us from Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, home base Fort McMurray, Alberta. And of course, we are from Calgary, Alberta. So we've got an Albertan in the house. Hey, Wanda, Becky, Kim, Esther, Katrina, Kara, Harlow. Pulling ball, you're not late, you're just in time. Huh? Yeah, there's another ball. A bok, a bow. Oh my goodness, Max, you're having such a good day, aren't you, honey? You sure are. Ooh, Amanda, hello. We've got a great question by Poland Ball. I'm going to catch up on comments in a minute. I was so focused on Mr. Bok Bok a minute ago. So I'm going to catch up on comments. I'm going to answer questions as I see them. And I know there's a bunch of you I still need to say hi to, so just be patient. I'm going to get to say hi to you in a minute. So Max, Poland wants to know, what's your favorite season and temperature? So Max does not like super cold winter, and he does not like super hot summer. He likes the shoulder season. where it's warm enough to go out without a hoodie and just wearing a harness, and to be comfortable out without getting too hot and without getting too cold. So it's sort of that, spring and summer. But I mean, some days in the winter are okay. If it's warm enough that he can get outside wearing a hoodie and he can get a little bit of fresh air, he's okay with that. Or a summer day where it's a little bit cooler. I mean, it was awfully hot here 2 days ago, wasn't it, Max? It was 32 degrees, but right now in the shade, it's awesome. So it's, spring and fall are his favorite seasons, but he likes any day he can get outside comfortably. Hi, Apple. Oh, Apple from Korea, or is it Apple? Yeah. Apple, did you know that Max's most famous video on YouTube is his video throwing a tantrum over apples? You like apples, don't you, buddy? Well, you're looking for one, but we don't have them outside right now. Hello, Rumpelstiltskin. I'm going to flip the camera. There you go, Max. Oh, yeah, that's a better shot of you. What do you hear? Did you hear a little bird chittering? Where? Yeah, I saw him. You want to look at the camera to talk? Oh, you got a bunch of beak clicking happening. Click, click. That's some wood I need to turn into some toys for the flock. I'm supposed to be doing that right now, but instead I'm hanging out with Max streaming. You know what? It's much more fun to hang out with everybody here streaming, because I know you're enjoying it, giving us lots of likes, lots of comments. If you're new here, please subscribe, stay a while. We always have something on the go, right, Max? Something exciting. So what else we got here? Rumpelstiltskin. Matt is alive! And Matt, yes, and Matt's here. Hello, Uncle Matt. Is that what you said? Hello, Uncle Matt? You always surprise me, Max. You really do. Who else have we got? Oh, are we actually caught up on comments? We are, Max. We caught up on the comments. That's exciting. Can I get another Bok Bok Bok? No, we don't have as many people joining us. Maybe because it's a Friday night. I don't know. What's everyone's plans for this evening? Let me know in the comments. If you let me know you're here, you chat with me, I'm going to stream a little bit longer. That's how it works, right, Max? We got people chatting and we're having fun. It is a party. So if you're just joining us right now, thanks for joining us on a Friday evening. Now, I know it's not Friday evening for everybody because we have fans from around the world, right, Max? But in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, it's just after 5 p.m. Started streaming about 5:30, so it's probably about 5:45 right now. Right, Max? Are you having an awesome day? Can I get a Bok Bok Bok? How about a Bok Bok Bok? You want to tell people about the dog you saw earlier? The heck's that, Max? It's a car carrier. All those cars going past. There's always something new, isn't there, Max? I think Max really enjoys the patio for this because there's always something new to look at. And it's always better when he's sitting out on the patio, not just looking out through the window. His window is the one right behind me, so we usually turn it so he can see what's going on outside. I'm keeping the camera on, Max. You don't want to see me. Well, if you do, let me know in the comments, and I'll go on camera. But if not, we'll keep Max front and center. A spray bottle. Are you telling me you're thirsty? You want some water? We'll have some when we go inside, buddy. How about a Bok Bok Bok? Bok Bok. Can I get a Bok Bok Bok? Oh, got some comments here. I'm just going to flip. Comments. Flip. There we go. I know. Hi, Mabel. Oh, Matt is alive. I love it when he's on the streams. He's got the best jokes, Matt. Matt, you sure do. Max, let's read a joke. Matt wants you to know, he says, Max, I did some electrical work. When people found out I was not a real electrician, they were shocked. I love it. Matt, I actually, after the stream, I write down your jokes so I can make sure I tell them to my father. He's 89 years young and he has that sense of humor and he just loves them. Yes, Kara, we are still doing our live stream tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is what? It's almost 6 o'clock, so 17 hours from now, we are going live with our regular live stream. Yeah. Nick's here. Hello, Nick. Max, have you got a buck, buck, buck for Nick? A buck, buck. Oh, Max just settled down. He might go Bok wild again, but when we first started, he was thrilled. He's been cooped up in a cage all day while I was at work, and he was not a happy camper about that. He's used to going out for 4 or 5 walks during the day, right, buddy? I know. Yeah. I really got an enthusiastic Bok as soon as we came outside. Matt's got another one for you. Matt says, I opened my electric bill and my water bill at the same time. I was shocked. Sounds like you moved up to Calgary and you looked at the water and electric bills here. Oh my goodness, they have really gone up in the last few years. It's amazing. I mean, we've got a small place and we don't use that much, even natural gas has gone up. Our utilities, like we've got high energy efficiency for all of our appliances. We don't use a lot. I mean, I don't, my air conditioner, it's one that plugs in, goes through the window, and I don't run it for that long. I cannot imagine what the bills look like for folks with larger homes. Oh, Matt's got some more. Always be nice to your dentist. He has feelings too. I don't trust stairs, escalators, or elevators anymore. They are all up to something. Matt, have you got any that are parrot themed or bird themed? Max says that you gotta have something. Yeah, I'm still getting shocked. Max says, I don't like elevators. I'm taking steps to avoid them. Yeah, you've been in elevators before, haven't you, Max? The last seniors home we visited, you were on an elevator and you had to ask me what was going on. You stepped in this little box and then things moved. Yeah, it's a magic box, right? You're beginning to figure them out. Yeah. Oh, look at those new feathers coming in. All right, since we're doing bird jokes, here we go with Matt. Matt says, what do you get when you cross a parrot with a centipede? A walkie-talkie. Well, has everybody heard the one about the fellow who bought himself a bird? And the bird was swearing non-stop. And the bird, just every time he opened his beak, it was one swear word after another. He was dropping it, flocking feathers here and flipping feathers there, and just wouldn't stop swearing. And the owner was getting super frustrated. Apparently they'd never talked to Parrot SOS about how to communicate with the bird. But they got super, super frustrated. And after this bird just kept on swearing nonstop, they stuffed him into the freezer. 5 minutes later, they opened the freezer to let the bird out. I know, Max, how terrible. That poor bird. And the bird looks at the new owner and says, pardon me, sir. I would like to apologize profusely for all of that foul language. But if you may permit me to ask you one question, sir, would that be okay? And the fellow is just surprised at the parrot and says, sure, ask your question. And the parrot looks at him and says, sir, I would just like to inquire, what did the chicken do? I know, that's an oldie. Such an oldie. I know, Matt, it's not quite as short and sharp as yours. It takes a little bit more of a setup. But what did the chicken do? Ba-dum-bump. Does anybody have any parrot-themed knock-knock jokes for you, Max? Maybe they'll let us know in the comments. I know! What a bird today. You're just taking it all in, all the traffic. And there's birds out here. You've seen robins and sparrows, Canada geese, ravens, pigeons. Anything else that's flowing by? Well, those aren't birds though, buddy. Those are fuzzy little bumblebees. And I'm trying to convince myself that they're friendly and nice and not a problem. Half of me wants to stand up, scream, and run the other direction. But I know I've got a nest underneath the patio here. And I know it's small. I know there's only a couple of individuals in that nest. And I know bumblebees are gentle and they do us a lot of good. And we want to protect the bees. So I'm doing my best to protect them by not calling an exterminator and trying to coexist with them and trying to convince Max to, whatever you do, Max, don't snap at them, okay? If you snap at them, I'm going to be the one getting stung. Yeah. Hi, Krafker. Yeah, it's so good to see everybody. If you're joining us today, make sure you bok up. Nick, how's your weather for you? I know it's, I'm guessing it's probably getting pretty late in the day for you. I don't know. I'm not good at the time zones right now. I've got a friend who's over in London, England. You know what, Max? I'm sure he said hello to Christopher Scythe, the Raven Master for you. Yeah. I know. So shout out to Uncle K if he's watching. And if he is watching, I'm just going to say one thing. You're in London. Go, check it out. Go for a walk. There's so many amazing places to look at. Nick says, too bloody hot. That was me the other day. I was so hot and so uncomfortable. I was sleeping on top of the covers with fan blowing ear from one window to the next, and I was sopping. Just sopping. Yeah, it's so much nicer out here in the shade, right, Max? We got some really, really nice weather in the shade. What do you see? Oh, that's a kid on a bicycle. Was that awesome? You say awesome? Ooh, that was exciting. Yeah, can I get a buck, buck, buck? That was a yip, yip. How about a buck, buck, buck? No, Mom, I'm in the mood to bark. How about a bark, bark, bark? Okay, how about a roar, roar, roar? How about a buck, buck, buck? You think you're being funny, don't you, buddy? You know exactly what I'm asking for, and you're serving something different. Yeah, you are. You're amazing, Max. We just got a super sticker from Nick. Oh my goodness. Nick sent you 10 pounds. Oh my goodness, Max. You are amazing. You've got to have a buck buck for Nick. Come on up. Up. Have you got a buck buck for Nick? Buck buck. We got a big buck for Nick. Woo! Whee! Yay! There's a dance for Nick. Oh my goodness, Nick, thank you so much. You're amazing. Whoa! Woohoo! What's going on, Max? What? Don't get aggressive with Mom. Gonna get a buck, buck, buck? You can go poop if you need to. How about a buck, buck, buck? How about a buck, buck, buck? Buck, 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 buck. Bok Bok. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Bok Bok Bok. Is that just for Nick? Bok Bok Bok. My goodness, Max. You are amazing. Oh, wow. Hi, Pamela. My goodness, I'm just going to flip this for a minute. There we go. There's Max again. I just realized I've got chat filtering, so I might have missed some messages. I'm back to all messages. Hello, Pamela. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's Nick's 20th super chat. Hi, DJ. Oh, we were telling a joke about that parrot a little bit earlier. And Matt is Alive has an addition to it. He says that same freezer parrot was in his cage, and 2 police officers knocked and were invited in by the owner of the house. The parrot screams, "You aren't taking me alive, Copper. You won't take me alive." Yeah, Max had an amazing video. Over 50,000 views. It's the one where he fell in love with the police officer. And I had a really good chuckle because I think we all know that no matter what you do on the socials, you are going to get a variety of people posting and commenting, and they all have opinions, right, Max? And somebody today said, "I don't believe it's a real cop. He's not in the right uniform. He's not wearing a badge." Okay, and all I could think of is, tell you what, if he pulls you over for speeding, just tell him that you refuse to cooperate and give that as your reason. And then once you get handcuffed and tossed in the back of the police car, let me know if you still think they're not a real cop. No, they were very, very real. In Calgary, they don't necessarily wear a badge on the outside of the uniform, and their uniforms might be different than what you're accustomed to. Right, Max? Yeah, it is fun reading comments. Sometimes I just want to get snarky with them, but, we've got so many wonderful people joining us. They've got such great senses of humor. Yeah. My goodness, Max, you are amazing. You are absolutely amazing today. Yeah. So you know what, Max? The Stampede's still on. We've been posting videos about the Calgary Stampede all week, both shorts and long form. Max went to something really fun last Sunday. It's called a Stampede breakfast. So Calgary is world famous for the greatest outdoor show on earth, otherwise known as the Calgary Stampede. Comes every July, and it's a 10-day long festival where, there's a lot going down at the Stampede grounds. I'm obviously not down at the Stampede grounds. I'm up on my own patio. But there's a lot of things that go on around the city as well. Last Sunday, we went to a Stampede breakfast. So Stampede breakfast, I'll just explain it again because I've had a lot of people asking. It is a tradition in Calgary, and it is a community breakfast, and they have them every day of Stampede in different locations, sponsored by different groups across the city. And what you do is you show up, and there's a long lineup. You get in line. There's lots of entertainment. There's usually some local celebrities, or in the case of last Sunday, there was at least one celebrity. Right, Max? Yeah. But you can line up for breakfast, and it's absolutely free. Stampede breakfast traditionally consists of flapjacks. You might know them as pancakes. In addition to that, there's sometimes sausage or bacon. The one this last weekend had eggies. You like that, didn't you, Max? There's usually coffee and juice. Sometimes there's some baked beans. But the pancakes are the one thing that make it a Stampede breakfast. And it's something where it is cooked outdoors on these big flat griddles. So sort of think about a gigantic outdoor barbecue with a flat surface as a grill rather than standard barbecue. And they just cook the flapjacks right on there, and they serve them hot off the grill. There's usually some music. In the case of last Sunday, it was live music by a fellow named Dan. Dan, the one-man band. And Max, you sure loved him, didn't you? Oh, yeah. Max was just entranced. They had some canned music to begin with, but when he started playing, Max wanted to go over and take a look. And unfortunately, I lost a couple of the videos. I had a flash card corrupt on me. I might still be able to recover them. I'm still trying, but I recovered everything that I could so far. But it's so sweet watching Max. But when he first walked over, the Dan, the one-man band, was playing The Lion Sleeps Tonight, and he just started playing it. And he was singing, "In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight." We need to convince him the correct lyrics are "the birdie sleeps tonight." But when he got going, a wee mo up, 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 in the birdie, oh yeah, the birdie, a wee mo up, yeah! You love that song. Yeah, I know I can't sing, Betty. Dan's much better at singing than I am. Oh my goodness, Max, look at you. A wee mo up, a wee mo up, a wee mo up, a wee mo up, a wee mo up. What do you do when somebody sings a wee mo up? A bark, a bark? But my goodness, Max had a party. He was dancing, and he sure got Dan's attention. And then at the end of the song, Dan came over, yeah, and he sang "Sweetly to You." And it was awesome. He was playing harmonica, kazoo, cymbals, drums, singing. He had a guitar going. And just watching the way that he was roped up to all of his instruments was amazing. And he'd get going, and he'd be marching around in little circles and whatnot, just to keep the beat going, because his right foot and left foot each did different things. He had to do a bit of a kick to get the cymbals to go, sort of pointing the toes to get the cymbals to clang. He had it down pat. It was pretty amazing. And, it was fun. Max loves live music. He loves music. You love music. Yeah. But the thing with live music and with music, we're always so cautious about what's being played and if it's going to earn us something called a copyright strike. We definitely don't want one of those. That's why occasionally, if I'm streaming outside, you'll hear, whoa, it's windy, you're going to blow away, honey. When we're streaming outside, suddenly a car will go past with loud music. And while I'm trying to find the mute button, I start going la 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 la, just trying to block it out so that it does not get caught by an by something automated that's going to say, hey, you played music you don't have licensed rights to. Because trust me, it's not our intention. It's sometimes a risk of streaming outdoors. Right, Max? And Max loves dancing and listening to music indoors too. And the only way that we can share that music usually is when we are doing shorts. We just have to overdub it with the right song so we can properly link and attribute it. What's going on, buddy? What are you doing? It's windy. I know. Do you see people? You see people. My goodness. Who do you see, Max? Hello. Do they look better upside down? Yeah, Max, I agree. That was a very rude driver. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, you did not like that driver. How about we do a little bit of a dance? Hey, how about a wee mo up, 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 a wee mo up. Can you sing it? In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the birdie sleeps tonight. A wee mo up, a wee mo up, a wee mo up, a wee mo up. I know, I'm no good at singing. That doesn't stop me from trying. And I sing to the birds silly songs all the time, and they absolutely love it. But I have no illusions. I know I cannot sing. I can dance, I cannot sing. What you doing, Max? Wow, you sure got worked up with that breeze. That was a big wind that just came howling through. Okay, Max, do you think you can sit on my knee again? You gonna sit down? Yeah, step on the knee. And I'm gonna go flippy. Flippy. Flips. Here! There you go, Max. Yeah. Okay. Now, I missed a whole bunch of comments, so I'm going to do that again and catch up on the comments. Okay, we scroll back. We found Matt's jokes. Nick's super sticker. Oh, my goodness. Nick says, has an ice lolly on me. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Max. They sometimes do some ice cubes with some fruit in them. And a special ice lolly for the birds. Hi, Pamela. Pamela, were you here when Max was bok boking for us? He started bok boking at the start of the video. If you missed it, you got to go back to the beginning. It was amazing. I don't think we've had so many boks in one place in a long time. Joanne's here. Yes, Pamela, real maple syrup. Although the Stampede breakfast, we were talking about the Stampede a few minutes ago if you're just joining us. And the Stampede breakfast that Max was at. The Stampede breakfast, they usually have the fake syrup. Real maple syrup is expensive. And feeding 2,000 of your closest friends with real maple syrup, that can really blow a budget. Right, Max? Yeah. But we get the real stuff here. I mean, Canada. Real Canadian syrup. But at the Stampede breakfast, it tends to be the artificial syrup. Yeah, I know. I always think of it as corn syrup. I know, Max. Logan, we're going to start behaving ourselves. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself put in another timeout and eventually removed from the channel, okay? We appreciate it when you interact with us and you're polite. We appreciate it when you interact with us and you contribute to the conversation. But you know what? If you want to be a troll, go find a bridge. Do you see more people coming, Max? Are there more people coming? I'm just going to move the camera up further back. Are there people? Are there people, Max? Yeah, there goes somebody. I don't think he noticed you, honey. Hi, Linda. Hi, Anna. Simone. Carlo. Oh, Matt, you've got the best sense of humor in the world. Matt says the urge to sing a song from The Lion King is only a whim away. A whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away. Yeah, you really liked that song, didn't you, Max? Yeah, and I mean, Dan the One Man Band, he played a bunch of stuff. He had a version of Ring of Fire where he was encouraging everybody to fill in the words. He did a theme from Spider-Man. That was fun. He did Four Strong Winds. That really feels like it's an Albertan song, right, Max? Yeah. But if the weather cooperates itself, we might be going to more Stampede breakfasts this weekend. We've got one that we're thinking about for Sunday. It's not too far away. Yeah, you're going to see some friends there. Your friend Court, we missed saying hello to him last Saturday. He's supposed to be at this one, so maybe we can say hello to him this Saturday. Good afternoon, Robert. Sherry! Jezebeli! Oh my goodness! Bird Love! Karen! Oh yeah, and Pamela was here for the amazing Bok Bok. We might get some more box out of Max. He is in a mood right now. He was just so thrilled when we first stepped outside. He'd been stuck in his cage all day. I missed the lunch hour walk. And he said, "What the heck, Mom? What the heck, you?" Yelena, this is Max the Moluccan. He is a 31-year-old Moluccan cockatoo from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He's kind of a big thing on the socials. Actually, I don't know if you were here when I let you know about our really cool news coming from Facebook. We hit a really cool milestone on Facebook this week. We hit 100,000 followers on Facebook. I mean, that's just amazing. I know. It certainly is, Max. It really is amazing. You hit 100,000 followers on Facebook. I used to think it was a big deal when you had 100 followers on Facebook. And when you got 1,000, I almost fell over. Mom! Yeah, Mom, you could have knocked me over with a feather when you hit 10,000. 20,000, I thought, wow, what's going on here? But 100,000 on Facebook. You know what, Max? You know what we need to do? We need to work really, really hard. You've got to say hello to all your new friends so they hit likes and subscribes and they watch more of your stuff. Because our goal on YouTube is we want to get a silver play button. And the way we get that on YouTube is we need 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I think we can do it. If you can get... Yeah, just look around. Yeah, you got 100,000 on Facebook, so you can do it on YouTube, buddy. You just have to post more videos and show off a bit more. The showing off part's not a big deal, right, Max? You love to show off. Yeah, it is awesome. You are awesome, Max. You are very awesome. That wind is blowing my hair all over my face. Yeah, we can have an apple for dinner when we go inside. You want some more? Oh my goodness, Max, you're in a talkative mood. So what else would you like in addition to the apple? We could have some pasta. Or we could have some rice. We have cauliflower. We have broccoli. We just ran out of the pepper. You ate the last of the pepper for dinner. Well, for lunch, not for dinner. Midday dinner. Yeah, you ate it earlier. We ran out of fresh corn. I've got to go do some shopping, buddy. But we've got some frozen corn and peas if you like. What else we got? You know what, Max? I've got parsnip, carrots, and yam. Would those be good? Yeah. Now, we don't have any of the green leafy veggies. We're down to the veggies that last longer in the fridge. Yeah, I know what to use first when I go shopping. You know, we don't have any grapes, but we've got an apple. If you want an apple when we go in. Yeah, that would make a really good dinner, wouldn't it? And I heard your brother was complaining a minute ago. I don't know if anybody heard him in the background. You want an apple? Okay. So, Max, what kind of apple do you want? Many different types. There's Macintosh. There's Spartan. There's Golden Delicious. There's Fuji. I think we've got a Golden Delicious inside, huh? Yeah, they're a little bit tartar, aren't they? Nice and firm. I could do that for Din Dins. You look regal today. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, we've been talking about Stampede breakfasts, the milestone that Max just did on Facebook, hitting 100,000 subscribers on Facebook. We still have a ways to go on YouTube. YouTube, we are close to hitting 40,000. And you know what I found with subscribers? The more subscribers we get, the easier it is to get the next ones. It took us years to get to join the YouTube creator program, right, Max, where we could monetize. Took years because we needed, it was 2,000 watch hours and 1,000, was it 2,000 subscribers? It was something like that. I forget what it was, but oh my goodness. It was, and this is before they had shorts out there. I mean, this is years ago. We had to work so hard on it. You know, at first we weren't even qualified to do live streams, right? And we posted a lot of videos and we worked oh so hard. Yeah. And I remember just how hard we had to work for those views. And what absolutely boggles my mind, you know, we can get, you know, we can get 1,000 subscribers now in a month. It's amazing. We can get, you know, we're close. I think we're about 980,000 views this month alone across all your videos. Now that does include a couple of your really, really famous ones, like your, actually, we're way higher than that. We're way higher than that because this month, the video in the last 28 days, Max, that video about the cop that you refused to step off of, the one you fell in love with, that one has 50,000 views. And your apple tantrum, the classic one where you argued with me about the apple in the living room, yeah, that one I think is about 45,000 views. And most daily videos vary, I mean, between a few hundred and a few thousand views. Yeah, but we appreciate every video that you folks watch. But yeah, so he is, you know, it really is amazing how many people are watching this one little bird and liking us and commenting, you know. Yeah, Max. Yeah. I'm surprised your Stampede content isn't doing better. I mean, the Stampede breakfasts are pretty cool. They're a little bit different. You did a really great job with the Yahoo. When the crowd yelled out Yahoo, you flipped your head up and your crest up and you looked like you were shouting it with everyone. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. Max made it into the news again this week. When we were at the Stampede breakfast last Sunday, I did not even notice the Calgary Herald was there, and Max was out meeting and greeting everybody. And we'd stopped to say hello to Nahid Nenshi. Now, if you're not from Alberta, well, actually, Nahid's a bit of a big deal. Nenshi's well known. He used to be the mayor of Calgary. He is now the leader of the opposition party in Alberta, and he could very well be our next premier, right, Max? Yeah. But we stopped to say hello to him. And, you know, he's met you a couple times before, Max. And the Herald snapped a picture. So I'm in that picture, you're in that picture. Herald got a really weird angle of you, though, Max. You're kind of leaning forward. You were wearing a super cute bandana, and they kind of missed that. But, you know, it's still pretty cool that you made the paper. Yeah, you met all the politicians there. Yeah, Max. Whoa. That was noisy. You're okay, honey. Here. What's wrong? You got nervous. You got nervous. How about I flip this? Woo! Hey. What was that? That was... Okay, Max, we're going to stand up. That was just a sparrow. It did not hurt you. You did not have to beak me. Thank you for not biting me, but I know it scared you, huh? It invaded your airspace. You don't have to get aggressive with me. It's a sparrow. It's going to fly away. You want apple. Okay. Hello to Chris from Tennessee. Oh my goodness. You got a wild dance happening. Max. Oh. Max did not like that one loud truck that went past. You okay, Max? Yeah. One big flip of the head, followed by another big flip of the head. Yeah, when we go inside. Yelena, Max is a cockatoo. Yeah, the way you can tell is cockatoos are the big cousins of the cockatiels. The teals are the small ones. The chews are the big ones. Oh, what was that we just saw? Let's go take a look. Is that what scared you, honey? Yeah. Let's go look. Where'd it go? That was a gopher, otherwise known as a Richardson ground squirrel. Hello. And you want to go out and look? Hello. So I just saw him run over here, Max. Let's see where he went. Yeah, the gophers have been eating some of the plants around here. Nope, he ran off. I don't see him anymore. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I wonder if maybe he's what scared you, hun. Is that what scared you? Was the gopher? I hear the gopher's been eating some of the plants around here. I know, Max. I know. Here. What do you think? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're much calmer now. Oh, there he is. Don't know if you see him. All the way down. Over in shadow. I'm going to walk over. Just going to aim the camera at him. Do you see him? Right there. He's running a bit towards us. It's a gopher, otherwise known as a Richardson ground squirrel. And there he just took a big jump. Where'd he go, honey?